We are in verse 9. Thank you so much. And verse 9 of Tikkunei Zohar. I will read first the pray with your permission, and then meditate on the letter. ריבון העולמים ואדוני האדונים והרחמים והסליחות, מודים אנחנו לפניך, אדוני אלוהינו ולאהבתנו בקדרה ושלחוויה שכבדנו תורתך ולעבודות עבודות הקודש. נתת לנו חלק בסודות תורתך הקדושה. מן ומה חיינו מאשר עשית עמנו חסד גדול כזה. על כן אנחנו מפילים תחתוננו לפניך, שתמחול ותסלח לכל חטאותינו ורעבותינו ואל יהיו עוונותינו מבדילים בינינו לבניך. כן יהי רצון לפניך, אדוני אלוהינו ולאהבתנו, שתכונן את לבבנו ליראתך ולאהבתך ותקשיב אותך על דברינו אלה. פתח לבנו הראל בסודות תורתך, ויהיה לימודנו זה נחת רוח לפני כיסא כבודך, כריח ניחוח ותציל עלינו אור בקור נשמתנו, בכל בחינתנו, ושיתנוצצו ניצוצות עבדיך הקדושים. אשר אדם גלית דבריך אלה בעולם, וזכותם וזכות אבותם וזכות תורתם ותורתם וקדושתם יעמוד לנו לבל ניכשל בדברים אלו. זכותם תאיר עינינו במה שאנו למדים, ואמר נעים זה מורות ישראל, גל עיניי והביט על נפלאות תורתך, כי אדוני ייתן חוכמה בפיו דעת אדוני לרצון ברפי, והגיון בפניך צוני צורי וגואלי. And now, just the meditation for everybody before we getting into the secret. Okay. All right. So we are in verse 9. Not that it's easy to remember what we did last week. You got to hear it together. So when you hear the lecture and then hear it again. So I'll read first the Aramaic and then we're going to go into מעלות הסולם, רב ברנדבן. ועליה יתמר וצדיק יסוד עולם. על דא, על צדיק דללה קיימה לעלמא דעת קסיה, ועל צדיק דלתתא קיימה עלמא דעת גליה. והיינו מצדיקי הרבים מהו צדיקה דעלמא תליין. מהי הרבים? אילין דאתמר עליהו הלכה כרבים. והיינו מסיתרא דאבן דלית רבים פחות מתלת. Let's understand it. ועליו על הרקיע, we start talking about the firmament, I think I said right? Firmament, right? Firmament. Moment. So I said right first time. Firmament. ועליו על הרקיע, שהוא בפה דאריך אנפין. Where is this rakia exist? Where is this firmament exist? Pe in the mouth of Arich Anpin. So there is a system called Arich Anpin. It's in the pe, it's in the mouth. נאמר וצדיק יסוד עולם. על צדיק העליון מתקדם העולם המכוסה. There is the upper tzaddik. The upper tzaddik. When we refer to a tzaddik, it's not necessarily, when we study Tikkunei Zohar, it's not tzaddik like righteous human being or physical human being. It manifests itself as a righteous human being. But the subject is not just about righteous human being, which in this righteousness coming usually from Yesod. And it's coming from Yesod, it's coming all the way down and manifest by a human being called tzaddik. So when you see a tzaddik in the physical world, if you saw, then that tzaddik manifests that aspect called tzaddik in the upper world. So the elevated tzaddik, the highest tzaddik, מתקיים העולם המכוסה. The cover world, there is a universe that's been cover world, is the upper tzaddik. The below, the tzaddik below, make the revealed world exist. והיינו מצדיקי הרבים, the one who justify, use many words from different places, I'm going to put it together in a second, the one who justify everybody, מאותו צדיק יסוד העולם תלויים הרבים. So, from that righteous, the majority are coming. Still not clear. שואל מי הם הרבים? Who is the majority you're talking about? הוא משיב, אלו שנאמר עליהם הלכה כרבים. Usually when there is argument in the Talmud, those of you who ever read the Talmud, for example, I'll give you one of the argument. The laws of the Talmud say like that. There is public domain and private domain. everything in the private domain belongs to the owner of that private domain. When you go to the public domain and you lost something, it no longer belongs to you. Why? Because the law said, it's in the Talmud is in Baba Kama and Elo Metziot, that section. Why? Because it said that the person who loses something in the public domain, he give up in his mind that he's ever going to find it. So for that reason, it's considered like he's never going to come back. Even when he come back to look for it, in his mind he gave up when he lost it. And the example they give is Matzah Ma'ot Mesudarim Bershut Rabim. If a person find a coin in a marketplace, what is the most busy marketplace you can imagine? In LA, there is no such a thing, right? Everything is air conditioned. Is packed with people? Okay, farm market. So if you lose a quarter in the farm market, most probably you believe it's gone. But you go there, maybe it's next to the celery or the apple from Chile, which they say it's come from here, but from Chile. Always look at the sticker. It say farmer market, Chile. This is farmer market, Chile. Always look at it. Always look at the sticker. Chile. Come with me, I'm very funny when I go to my farmer market. I always do, fresh. Is it from Chile? I always do that. I enjoy that. You come with me. Usually Wednesday in Santa Monica. If I have time, usually I take people with me. I say, come, let's have a little fun together. And ask them where it's from. So, but this is just teasing. It's not about the lecture. But Halacha Rabbi mean, what is the majority of the rabbi in the Talmud agree on? So if the majority of the rabbi agree on that if you lose coin in public, you give up already. That's Halacha Rabbi. I will just give you Halacha Rabbi. One rabbi will say, I disagree. Even if he's right, Halacha Rabbi. Majority rules. I don't know if it's the same in the government or in judge or court, I don't know the rules. But majority always rules. Majority always rules. So it's called Halacha Kerabim. How do you know what is the Halacha? How do you know what is the law? You go by the majority of people. So it's all go like this. How does this connect to us? Remember how it starts. It starts with two types of tzaddikim, and those tzaddikim justify the majority. Who is the majority? The one who take the halacha, take the law, and say that's how it need to be. Now, who is the Rabbim? Say Tikkunei Zohar. Say Rabbim הם מבחינת האבות. Totally new angle to the talk. So you want to know who's Rabbim? Avraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Talmud was written way after them. Way after them. Shen Rabbim, pachot b'gimel. He said the law of the Talmud, right? What is majority? He said the minimum of majority is number 3. 3 people is majority. 2 is not majority, 3 is majority. So when you say Rabbim, when you say majority, it's 3. I'm sorry to take you a little bit of a Talmud style. It's not Kabbalah or Zohar, it's more Talmud, because soon it's going to make sense and sound like more Kabbalah. Why 3? Question, another question. Why 3? Say 4, say 5. Pirush. I'm going to interpret it, say Tikkunei Zohar. כי בית עולמות יש, there is 2 universes. אשר מחזה ולמעלה, from the chest up. I think we explain it in a different time. נבחן לעולם העליון, והוא בחסדים מכוסים, ועומד על הרקיע העליון. From the chest up, it's called the upper world. It's have no chasadim, no light of mercy there. ועומד על הרקיע העליון שבפה דאריך אנפין. And it's standing on the firmament of the mouth of Arich Anpin, which mean a lot to you right now, I know. ועל הרקיע האמצעי, in the middle firmament of the chest, exists העולם המגולה, exists the revealed world. כי ברוחניות, because in spirituality, יסוד עומד היסוד למעלה מן הבניין. Spirituality, יסוד is come before מלכות. Because what is the foundation if you go from below up? Yesod, holding everything. But it's come to spirituality, Yesod, then Malachut. You understand? So the foundation coming here, and then the manifestation. The only way we can truly enjoy that is if we watch growth of a tree. Because the trees, if you're looking at roots, and then a flower, but before the flower, or before the fruit, you ever saw a fruit come out? You should see it, it's beautiful. There is a flower and then it turns somehow into shape and then it's a fruit. I don't know how it happened. I'm not biology school. I didn't do good in biology, but something happened there. There's something, leaves, flower, fruit. So all those levels, if you count them, is 10 or 4, which is the one aspect before the fruit is called Yesod. So Yesod give birth to the fruit. Did you get it? Okay. So we didn't study it yet. 1 second, we're getting there. And it say that the upper world is only chasadim mechusim. There is no chasadim, and in the middle of the chest there is revealed world. וזהו פירושו מצדיקי הרבים, going back, the one who justified the majority, כן רבים פחות מגימל. There is no, the law said that when you say the word rabim, when you say majority, always 3. When you say always 3, you only mean Abraham, Isaac, Jacob. When you say Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, you only mean חסד גבורה תפארת. הנקראים רבים, והם תלויים על הרקיע העליון. Where is חסד גבורה תפארת? They are in the upper firmament, שהוא ממעל המרכבה העליונה, and it's above the upper chariot. We need a lot of explanation here. Okay. We know that higher you get in spirituality, or higher you gain to that level called or the Chokhmah, the light of wisdom is dark. It's the strongest light, but it's actually like night. There is no light there, because there is nothing to reflect. When you go down, so the Olam HaMechuseh, whatever is not revealed, is higher. But we call it Mechuseh, cover, because there is nothing to reveal that. Olam HaMeguleh, the revealed world from the chest down, that's why you have Leah and Rachel. Now you know why you have Leah and Rachel. Leah is from the chest up, and Rachel is from the chest down. That's why Rachel is buried out there to tell us this is how revealed look like. And Leah is buried in the Machpelah. This is how concealed. Everything is aspect of what happening in the upper world. That's why Jacob, with Tiferet, with the end of Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, Chesed Gvurah Tiferet, had to be married Rachel and Leah, both. Rachel for the aspect of below, that's why he met her first, because she was revealed. Once he married, he has to climb up to Leah. So now he went, and what he did, he changed his name. Do you remember his name? What happened to him after that? What happened after he met Rachel? Before, when he need to meet Leah? What they name him? Israel. Very good. If you take the word Israel, and you change the Hebrew letter, you get Li Rosh. Head is to me. Li Rosh. Understand? And within the word Israel, let's put it together. Right? We have Yud. Yud stand for Israel. Yud stand for Yaakov. Yud stand for Yitzchak. You see that or no? Everything is there. Then you have Samech. Samech stand for Sarah. Resh stand for Rivka, Aleph stand for Avraham, Lamed stand for Leah. Within the name Israel, all the father and the mother exist. Because he elevated himself to the upper of the chest. It's called Chazeh Velemala. Yesh Chazeh Velemata, Vechazeh Velemala. The upper chest and the lower chest. The lower chest belongs to Rachel. The upper chest belongs to Leah. One is concealed, one is revealed. We expect that the lower one will be with no light and the upper one will be with dark. But from our point of view, until Messiah will not come, we have only few time we can enjoy light of wisdom direct. One of it just happened, Purim. The next one is Passover. Passover night, if you do the whole meditation, hopefully from, I don't know, next week or this week, I want to start teaching you how to use the Kavanot. And if you can memorize, we should do like 3 hours or 4 hours together, so you can write it down in your Haggadah and understand it. You can tap into light of wisdom at that night only. And that what you capture become yours until Shavuot. And you can only manifest in Shavuot. So if you did good job in Passover, Shavuot, you will manifest everything there. If you didn't do good job in Passover, then Shavuot will not benefit you the best. You know? So you got to be careful with that. You got to be careful. So again, when it say that the firmament, what is a firmament? Rakia. Remember we studied the last 3 weeks, we only study about the different type of firmament. Firmament is Rakia, is what revealed everything. How do you reveal yourself? How do you reveal your potential? By creating Rakia, by creating firmament. What is your Rakia? Rakia is almost like a curtain. Rakia is like a curtain, beautiful curtain. So, but it's a curtain that reflects. Whenever you go closer to the light, it's darkness, because the light is so strong there is nothing to reveal that light. There is no order chasadim. So why was the mitzvot was given to us? When you have different mitzvot, right? You have 2 types of mitzvah. You have one mitzvah, what to do. Second type of mitzvah, what not to do. The mitzvah of not to do is basically creating a firmament. It's stronger. It's all the chokhmah, light of wisdom. That's why he's telling you not to do. What kind of mitzvah is not to do? It's a weird mitzvah. Don't do. The don't do is the real deal, because the don't do comes from light of wisdom. That's why you don't. It's all about don't. Mitzvah of do is the excited one, right? Or to do with happiness. There are 248 mitzvot. How much of the don't do you have? 365. So many. So many. So people panic. 365. I can do it. Can do it. 365 mitzvot not to do. That's the highest level. Highest level. So for example, build a sukkah. Is it to do or don't do? To do. But without you do, you don't have enough chasadim, you don't have enough mercy, light of mercy, to reveal the light of wisdom that exists already. So going back to Tikkunim, the Tikkunim said that all of it is connected to the upper tzaddik and the lower tzaddik. And they are basically making the decision of the flow of the energy will come through the Chagat, Chesed Gvurah Tiferet, through Avraham, Yitzchak, Yaakov, because what is Avraham, Yitzchak, Yaakov does? They are in charge of the Merkavot. Merkava. Why they are in charge of Merkava? And we explain it. Very simple. I think it is very simple. If you take the word Merkava in Hebrew, okay? That's how you write Merkava. You don't have to know Hebrew. If you write, you take only this part of the word Merkava. Rechev mean a car, Rechev mean a vehicle. Vehicle, that's the best way. If you take this name here, you get 45. 45 is the same gematria of the word Adam. Adam mean human in Hebrew. Adam. Dam. Adam mean human. No coincidence that D-A-M mean blood. So what is Adam? Is the blood define the person. But then I will go with you too far with that. We lose everything that we want to teach. So what is Merkava? What does a chariot mean? It means it says to be a human who carry this chariot, who carry this aspect of the energy. So when they say Merkava, who is the Merkava for Chesed? Which human carry Chesed? Avram. So Avram is the chariot for Chesed. Who is the chariot for Gvurah? Isaac. So the Adam, the human that carry that energy, is called the Merkava. So going back here, and it say that the whole energy, the whole flow of everything, matzdike arabim, they are justifies the majority. The majority is these three type of energy. Still, not clear what the Zohar wants from us. So let's continue. The Zohar continue. The Tikkunei Zohar continue. It says like this: Alacha kerabim dashchinte. ומתאמן ועמך כל הצדיקים. I'm first reading Aramaic, it's very powerful. כולך צדיקים לעולם ירשו ארץ. הייתי התאמן בא והארץ אדום רגלי. דשכינתה, די כללה מ10 ספירים. ומתאמן יקראו ישראל מלכים, צדיקים, חוזים, נביאים, מערי תורה, גיבורים, חסידים, נבונים, חכמים, ראשי אלפי ישראל. Translation. Halacha kerabim. You say that the laws is like go by the majority. What is halacha? What is even the word halacha? Halacha mean walking. Halacha mean the law. But what is it? Say to us, Tikkunei Zohar, halacha kerabim hi Shechina. You want to know what halacha is? Halacha is Shechina. What is Shechina? Shechina is a female. The female aspect of God. That's in general way to say it. But we need to understand it. ומשם ועמך כולם צדיקים, לעולם ירשו ארץ, אותה שנאמר בה והארץ אדום רגלי. זוהי השכינה, שהיא כלולה מ10 ספירות. He say, what is Shechina? If you look at the word Shechina, you have here 65, right? 10, 50, and 5, 65, which is the same words. I will write it in English because I'm not allowed to write it in English. Adonai. The name of God in a female aspect. What is 320 divided by 10? 32. If you take 32 in Gematria, is Lev. Not love, Lev. What does Lev mean? Heart. Very good, very good, very good, very good, very good. We have 10 levels, 10 sefirot that we need to fix. Every sefirah has 32 spark of light that fell down after Adam and Eve. We have to elevate them. Not easy. Not easy. The good news, the good news that we only need to do time 32, 9 times 32. The last 32 will be fixed by itself. It's good news, right? Every time you eat, every time you sleep, every time you walk, every time you study, you elevate spark of those lights. When you complete the 10, then you redeem the Shekhinah from the exile and there's no more problem. Messiah, temple, resurrection, all of the problem over. That's actually the whole system that I just teach you what we're supposed to be doing in this world. You want to see something shocking? If you take 9 times 32, you get the name Buster in Hebrew, Mamzer. If you look at the Torah, the Bible, what is the rules on a Buster, do you know? 10 generations he cannot come among his people. Why 10? He has to go through 9 nitzotzot, 9 generations, until he can reincarnate into the last 32. Once you see the Torah in that light, everything is, the story is no longer there. You look at the Torah and say, oh my God, forget the story. I enjoy the story very much, but what am I going to do now? The Torah become all different thing to me. So going back to Shekhinah. Halacha kerabim hi Shekhinah, the laws. You know what they call the Jewish law, the mitzvot, everything. Everybody need to do the mitzvot, need to learn the mitzvot. Well, what can I do? I know it's boring for some of you. How to do tithing. Tithing is a mitzvah. You have to know how to do it. Charity. If you know what you're doing, it's a mitzvah. Every day. Charity has to be done every day in the morning with a special meditation, every day. And the minimum, I think it's $1 or 75 cents, I think, minimum. 75 cents every morning. We were, Debbie and me, thinking to create like a box for you, for Vital, if you want to do it. We were working on it and we stopped with it. Whoever want to take it on themselves, it's just to make the box and put a sticker on it, and then you put 75 cents in the morning with the meditation. He said, what is the Shekhinah? The Shekhinah is basically the vessel that hold all the spark, all the light. And within the Shekhinah there is 10 Sefirot. 10. Why the Shekhinah? It's like Malchut. It's 10 Sefirot in it. Because there is, as I show you, 10 times 32. So it's 320 Nitzotzot. Nitzotzot means sparks is coming from the time of creation till the end of creation, coming to the Shekhinah. Every time we commit a crime, we take one of the spark back to the dirt. And the next person has to elevate it back. So it's a tough balance in our universe, because we don't have 50% spiritual people. You know, if we had it, it would be so easy. It's impossible. It's impossible. For that reason, they give guys more mitzvot to do. The women don't need to do as much as guys need to do. But the women have to be in charge, the guys will do it. What's the law? I mean, I don't want to teach you the halakha on what you're allowed to do, because the men will hate me, but there is a lot what the women are allowed to do. You should read it on Google. What am I allowed to do as a woman to the man who doesn't keep, who doesn't do? And they give you a lot of, they income for me. So, what is the 10 Sefirot manifest in our physical universe? It's written in Tikkunei Zohar that Israel, you say Israel, the original people of Jacob, has 10 names. 10 names. Melachim, kings. Tzaddikim, righteous. Chozim, Chozim, I would say
Prophets?
Prophet, but it's not so, no, it's not prophet. Somebody who can foresee, Jose, foresee. Nevi'im, prophet. Baalei Torah, owner of Torah. Giborim, brave or strong. Chasidim, merciful. Nevonim, intelligent. Chachamim, wise. Rashi Alfei Israel, the head of all Israel. Pirush Halakha. What is Halakha? I didn't answer yet. What is the law? And why do we call it Halakha? Iya Malchut. Halakha is Malchut. How do we know Halakha is Malchut? Because if you take the word Halakha, you get the same word as Akala. The Kala, the bright. You understand? Halakha, Akala. You know, you understand? Kala, like a bride. You know, when people get married, the bride, you get one with the white thing. Okay? One of the aspects of the Kala is coming from Leah. What is Leah? Concealed or revealed? Or remember? Very good, concealed. Very good, very good. Amalbeshet michazeh velemala the ze'er anpin. Leah is from half of the chest and above. V'achati Rachel, and the second one is Rachel. Amalbeshet michazeh velemata the ze'er anpin, that malbeshet mean dressing, from below, half of the chest and below. ובעת טהרת מוחין השלמים בהרת החוכמה, נשום בין הנוגבין, פרצוף אחד. When it's a perfect world, you can use both universes, Rachel and Leah. The only one who achieved that was Jacob. Like iced tea. The only one who achieved that was Jacob. Now, is the story in the Torah is about Jacob? It's about Ze'er Anpin. Try to tell you that Ze'er Anpin was able to connect to the Kala, to the bright. They were both Kalot. They were both bright in both level. Just to appreciate Jacob, you know, when you ever think about Jacob, Jacob was a manifestation of that energy above. It's not about Jacob. So then they become together. רחל ולאה פרצוף אחד, אשר לאה היא פנימיות ורחל בחיצוניות. So לאה is becoming internal and Rachel becoming external. So the way it look, basically if it's two circles, like we sometimes study in Talmud as Sefirot, so Leah will become here And Rachel will become here. External and internal. Now, why I'm making it picture like this, like this Tikkunei Zohar said? Because the internal is, you can see it. The external you see. Some people have disease. The Zohar talk about it. It's called a mirror disease. I don't know if it exists in psychology. But the Zohar explained that there is people who look at the mirror way too much. I don't know if it exists in psychology. It exists in psychology? I don't know.
When they see them fat?
No, they look at themselves in the mirror every hour. Can't help it. I don't know if there is psychological disease like that. I wonder if there is. We'll look at Google after that.
Obsessive, compulsive?
No, it's a mirror, only mirror. They have to run to look at themselves in the mirror every hour. They can't help it. The Zohar talk about it, and the Zohar say that it's almost like there is a demon in them. They can't control it anymore. They have to do it non-stop. And they have to be careful, because it's not the mirror fault, it's just controlling them. If you know people like this, they need help. It's not easy to get out of it. So for that reason, the internal, it's a kvoda shel bat melech pnima. The way you know that a woman...
It's called BDD.
Excuse me?
It's called BDD.
There is a name for it?
In the mirror too much.
BDD? What does it stand for?
Body dysmorphic disorder.
I can't say it. Body what?
Dysmorphic disorder.
Really? It's not when they see themselves fat. No, they look non-stop. So the Zohar talk about it, that those people, it's because you gotta stop them. Because if they don't stop, it's worse than addiction. It's very dangerous. You gotta really help them. I don't know if you know people like that. I don't know people who do that. I never met. But I'm sure there is. If the Zohar talk about it, it's gotta be. And if Google say it, definitely it's the BDD. I never heard BDD before. Every day there is a new disease. BDD. The Zohar knew about it 2,000 years ago. They have a name for it. I'm happy that there is a name. We can relate it to something. Because if I tell you this from the Zohar, I say, but if I now have BDD, now we sure it exists, right? BDD, we have a name. PVC, BDD, okay. Anyway, let's go back to the preview. It's a kvoda shel bat melech pnima. The respect of a daughter of a king is when she's inside. That's the verse. Kvoda shel bat melech pnima, I think it's written by King Solomon. How do you know if a woman is a daughter of a king? When her value is not how the outside, is how it's inside. The power of a woman being the kala, being alacha, being the shekinah, being all of it, is not to appear how famous I'm going to be. There's no need for that. And I don't want you to take it in the wrong way, like woman is not valued as man and all this nonsense that people spread today. Do you want to do what men are doing, or you want to do what you're meant to be doing? I always tell it to women, what do you want to do in this world? If you want to become like man, and you want to be, why he's famous, I want to be famous too. Why you want to be famous like him, less than him, like him, more than him? It's not the goal. It's who you give birth to, like we spoke in the Tazria. That the men you're with become better because of you. If not, you're missing something. Because kvoda shel bat melech pnima, more powerful you are is what inside. Leah gave birth 6 children and a daughter. Leah meant to give birth to all the children. 12 tribes supposed to come from one woman. She cried to God and she said, I cannot make my sister feel bad. Please God, make her give birth to something. And she meant to give birth after 6 kids to another boy. But she said, if I give birth to basically another boy, then my sister will be equal. She knew Jacob was supposed to give birth to 12, right? Mm-hmm. So every a concubine gave birth to 2, and Rachel 2. So she say, if I'm giving birth to 7, right? Is it 12 together? 7, 6, 6, 6? Yeah. No, 7, 2, 2, 2. It's 13, right? So she say, then my daughter can never give birth to Benjamin. So for that reason, Rachel gave birth to Benjamin, and she gave birth to who? To Dinah, to a girl. She asked God to change the child that she gave birth to and give it to her sister Rachel, so Rachel will not look less than a concubine. That's a powerful woman. So that's why Leah represents the concealed world. Not too much talking, not too much things. Who Leah meant to be married to? Esau. Conceal, very conceal. Conceal. Leah cry enough, work hard enough, and beg God to change the decree. And they say it's one of the only women in the world ever that changed the entire existence and creation for the sake of sharing. She said, God, I think I can do good. I think I can, please, I'm begging. She cried every day, every day. Every day. That was her thing. Praying and crying, until she got it. And look what she created. It's unbelievable. Rachel gave birth to Benjamin, right? And Yosef, who is the Messiah, Ben Yosef, who coming every generation. It's called the revealed Messiah. It's every generation you have one righteous who's changing the world. Every generation. It's called Yosef. Messiah of Joseph. It's the revealed one. What's the concealed one that we're all waiting for? From King David. Who is King David come from? Which tribe? Judah. Who is Judah come from? Leah. You got it? So, this is the two Mashiach that we're waiting for. One is revealed every generation. One is concealed. When you find the women, if the women in the world want to make a difference, it's not what's wrong with men and all the point the finger. Leah. Become like Leah. I'm going to make the man next to me a star in spirituality. Not what car is driving and how much money he's making. I'm going to turn you into a more spiritual person. And I'm going to show you how you become spiritual. I will help you in anything I can. Doesn't matter, it is your brother, your son, your husband, whatever. Don't give up. Don't give up. Don't be desperate for attention. Don't be in the external, internal. You meet a man, can I help this man to become sharing, giving, helping? That's what it's all about. For that reason, a kala. So if somebody become a bride, you ever been with bride before the wedding? I've been. It's scary. It's a nightmare. Okay? There's 1 month before wedding, 1 week before wedding, and the day of the wedding. It's a tough job. Sometimes I have to do it. I have to be there. Like, are you ready? Please put this down and read that. And they, oh my God, this is no good. Usually I tell them I need your phone, never to see it again. Give me your phone. No more phone. No more phone. Thank you. Then we have to direct it because they go in bananas. It's a very nightmare in before the wedding, like 2 hours before. It's very tough. Very tough. It's almost giving birth because the spiritual responsibility that she gets as the kala, she becomes the shekhinah, she becomes the alacha. Alacha, kala, she's in charge of everything. She knows the pressure. She tries to avoid it, but she's in charge. The whole wedding is for her. Maybe the guys does the whole thing, the wine and the thing. She's it. This is it. This is it. And a lot of women, I look like I'm fat, I'm thin. What are you even talking about? The respect of a woman, the respect of the daughter of the queen, the daughter of a king, plima, internally, is not externally. The Tikkunei Zohar said, so when they are together, as alacha karabim, then the laws is like the majority. Meaning what? Going back, I hope you connect all wiring. It's a lot of point once you connect, it's beautiful. Alacha karabim, the law go by the majority, meaning chesed gvura tiferet, ubitaman damcha kulam tzadikim, and then it's going, chesed gvura tiferet, right, it's going all the way to yesod. Yesod we know it's righteous. כי השכינה הקדושה מקבלת אז בכל קומת זעיר אנפין וחגת, זה זעיר אנפין. Then the Shekhinah is receiving all the light from the Eranpin. And let me explain to you with a picture. Even we're not supposed to do picture, we have to do something. Try to imagine the Eranpin always as a pipe. Okay? Shekhinah, receiving Malchut. Different aspect to the Eranpin, starting from Chesed, all the way to Yesod. Yesod is also called Tzaddik. Now you know why Joseph was righteous. Because Yosef is the Merkava. Now you know what Merkava is? The chariot for Yesod. If Yosef, the chariot for Yesod, is Tzaddik. You get it? You understand it? Yeah? No? Yeah, good. Very good. And then Malchut, the Kala, the Shekhinah, is receiving all the light coming from above, right? This is all stuff from Keter. But without the pipe that gives the light, there's nothing, right? So it's saying like this. Halacha kerabim, the laws is like majority. We just say majority mean Chesed, Gvura, Tiferet. Because this is represent Abraham, Isaac and Jacob, right? כי השכנה הקדושה מקבלת בכל קומת זרע אנפין וחגת זרע אנפין נעשו לחב"ד ונשלם בגר ויש לו 10 ספירות שלמות והשכינה מקבלת מכל 10 ספירות לזרע אנפין. What happened? It say when Rachel and Leah together the Chesed Gvura Tiferet going one level up. If they go one level up, they're going up to a place called Chochma. Am I good on the screen?
Yeah.
Bina. And a new one I will reveal to you. Da'at. That is not necessarily a Sphira. Now you know where the name Chabad came from, right? Chabad. You need to know what it stands for. Most people go to Chabad, don't even know what it stands. Some of the people there, though, I said, you know what Chabad is? Chokhmah Bina Da'at. They know it. This is what it stands for. Chokhmah Bina Da'at, because Keter is not being counted in some places. When you go to such a high level, you count that. So everything one level. If you take Chesed Gvura Tiferet up, so basically Chesed become Chokhmah, Gvura become Bina, and Tiferet become Da'at. Da'at is not considered a Sphira, because in the book of Avraham, Sefer Yetzirah, Da'at is the neck. So the neck is just the bridge between the upper and the lower. So there is no real Sphira. So for that reason, Avraham starts his book by saying there is only 10 Sphirot, but not 9. There is only 10 Sphirot, but not 11. That's why the book starts like that. To tell you, don't count it as a Sphira, but also don't think it's not a Sphira. So you have to look at it as a bridge. Sometimes we're using it. וחגת הזרע אנפין נעשו לחב"ד ונשלם בגר ויש לו 10 ספירות שלמות, השכינה מקבלת מכל 10 ספירות לזרע אנפין. And because of that shift, the Shekhinah receiving now the all 10 ספירות. דה שכינתה דיוק כללי בין 10 ספרים, ואז היא משפיעה על התחתונים. And when this system happened, what happened? Look how beautiful it is. Because this is the Shekhinah here, this is the Malchut here, then here it starts nourishing everything. So when this is happy, all of us will be happy. So until the Shekhinah, until the female aspect, the Malchut, the Kala, the Halacha is not fulfilled, nothing can happen here. So what we're doing here in this world is to make sure that everything going back to her. If we're not taking care of her, nothing happened. Nothing happened. Now you know what we're saying on Shabbat, on Friday night, Lecha Dodi Likrat Kala. Remember we said Kala. And where are we facing? To the west. But Jerusalem is in the east. Not nice to give the back on Jerusalem. No. Jerusalem is where the male is. Where Chesed Gvura Tiferet, this is all the Sfirot are there. But she is alone. She ran away from him. Because he punishes children. They misbehave. So she said, God, I'm so sorry. I'm your wife. But if I stay with you, they have no chance. So what are you going to do? So I'm going to go with them. So, but they go into the lowest place of the dirt, those people. This human, they're selfish. Say, I'm going to go with them. I say, you're going to suffer. Say, I'm going to be with them. I'm their mother. I'm never leaving them. It's a promise to meet me. He said, I meet you every Friday. That's what I'm going to do, be with you. Now you know the book of King Solomon. You have to read the book now. Now you can understand the book. It's called Songs. Most people read the book, they think it's sexuality there. It's a story of when they meet each other again. So she said to him, I can't believe I come to see you again. So the Shekhinah come to see him on Friday. So she come to see him, what we doing? We say, please let us include us. Lecha dodi likrat kala. Dodi, my uncle, meaning Yudke Vavke. Hey, she's coming. I would like to put a hand to put together so you can get together again. Now you know what Friday night feel like. Now you know how much power you're getting. People who don't enjoy Friday night don't enjoy anything. This is the most powerful. This is why it feels. Now, don't understand me wrong. Friday night is not the most elevated part of Shabbat. Mincha of Shabbat is the most elevated. But it feels the best because the difference between half an hour before Shabbat and half an hour after, you feel the shift right away. If you live in Israel or Jerusalem or something like this, you can feel it on, you don't need to be any spiritual. You just be there, what's going on? You start feeling, your heart rate start to go fast. Why am I feeling that? You feel it, it's in the air. You can't help it. Because where is the Malchut supposed to go to? To Jerusalem. She's coming to here, but she meeting him in Jerusalem. That's the place they meet. So when you are there, and you feel fear, you don't feel joy in the beginning. You feel like a lot of pressure Friday night. For that reason, there is no reason to go and visit righteous grave site on Friday. Because on Friday, they all prepare for that party between husband and wife. So going back to our subject. ואז היא משפיעה על התחתונים מכל 10 ספירות, זה אומר תמן הקראו לישראל, אשר השכינה מאתרת לישראל בכל קומת 10 ספירות שלה, ונקראים מלאכים צדיקים. And then everybody has been called kings and righteous. Every human being. On Friday night, when we're doing that event, for that reason, we try to do as much as we can Friday night here and connect and all this and that. B'ezrat Hashem, hopefully we'll have more and more people to do that. It's the girl's job to bring more guys to be part of it. And making sure that people connect. Don't sit still, don't rest. Because you're getting, by making Zeir Anpin, which is guys, elevate them to Chagat, to Chabad, to Chokhmah Binah Da'at, and from that to Keter, and then 10 Sfirot come down. It's the only way you can get it. Your job is to tell them, hey, wake up. Hello, what are you doing? Come, no, come. By the way, you're allowed to promise them a lot of good things for the sake of being spiritual. And you can learn about it in the laws and what you allowed, what you're not. But it's for the sake of the world. It's not for you. It's for the whole light. Once you get 10 men to do this minyan and do this light, only 10 men. The light that comes down is not normal. Not normal. Now, I'd like to read just a section here because we did well today. The section here. This is a different explanation of the same section. Say, the righteous soul coming from Yesod Zeir Anpin. Where they come from? Yesod of Zeir Anpin, like we explained. נקרא צדיק, לכן ועמך כולם צדיקים. לעולם ישוע הארץ שהיא המלכות, שבה נתעברו ממנה יצאו. וכאן בה עולים בסוד מן, ומביא ראייה שבנת ארץ היא השכינה. בארץ אדום ברגליים, שהיא מלבשת דנהי, דזר נקראים ברגליים. גם שלפעמים מתמעטת בסוד נקודה קטנה. לפי שדברו השמות במלכות שהיא כלואה ב10 ספירות, כן נקראו ישראל ב10 מדרגות מלאכים, מכוח מלכות, צדיקים, מהיסוד. So you'd say the Ramak, Rabbi Moshe Cordovero, who was before the Ari HaKadosh, and the collection of many tzadikim here. The Ramak, the Gaon Mevilna, all the righteous. So you'd say, why they call them different name when they come from the Malchut? They call them kings because what is Malchut? Malchut means kingdom. So they come from Malchut, it's kingdom. Why they call them righteous? Because that's come from Yesod. Why they call them foreseeing? Because that's come from Hod. Why they call them prophet? Because that's come from Netzach, like Moses is in Netzach. Why they call them the one who studied Torah? It's because Tiferet called Torah also. תפארת, it's called Torah. Why they call them brave and strong? גבורה, גיבור. גיבור means strong or brave. גבורה. Why they call them kindness? Because chasadim, from chesed, they come from chesed. Why they call them intelligent? Because bina is meaning intelligent. Why they call it wise? Because chachamim come from chokhmah. Then why they call them the head of all Israel? Because Keter is the head of all Israel. Do you get excited from that? This is phenomenal. For me, I'm excited. I hope you're excited about it too. So it's a few more minutes. I know I'm keeping you a little bit longer. So it's so what does that mean also? That they are all righteous, they are the one who holding the land. So we explain it in one explanation or two. But here another explanation. There is souls of righteous that when they are alive in this world, ayu golim ממקומם, they were traveling away to go to the desert or to the cave. כדי להתבודד. התבודדות is type of meditation when you isolate yourself. You isolate yourself to be alone. I don't know what the right name for that, but they go to cave or to itbodedut. It's called itbodedut. You go alone, and you be there alone, and you are have a moment with yourself. And you're doing yichudim. Yichudim mean when you put different letters together, like the thing that we're having, the kemeot, the amulet. If you have the skin, you see letters, bunch of letters. Those letters called yichudim. Those of you who've been with me in different grave in Israel, when I go to different grave, different yichud for every grave. This one is Yud Kevav Kewadni, this one is Yud Kevav Ekeye, all kind of different yichudim.
It's called seclusion.
Seclusion?
Seclusion.
Oh, I learned a word, seclusion. Itbodedu means seclusion. When people go seclude themselves or out there. But they have to do yichudim. It's not just alone. They have to do all day long meditation. I think they do it. In many religions, I think they do. They go in a way to a different place. What is Yechud? Is when you put the Shekhinah, the Kala, together with her husband. That's called Yechud. What happened to those people after they die? Say, ask Tikkunei Zohar. אלו הנשמות אחר פטירתם, ניתנה להם רשות לרדת לעולם הזה. They allow him to come down back to this world. בהתלבשות גוף רוחני. And they don't give them a physical body, but they give them a spiritual body. What is a spiritual body? Now we all scared. דוגמת המלאכים, and they look like angels. It's something not physical, and it's something very fine. שבאו לאברהם אבינו. So if you remember the story, what happened to Abraham with the angels, those are those righteous that discluded, what? Secluded, and they turn into like an angel. So beautiful. So beautiful. והם זכו לקדנה באי חיבורה. Those are the same angel. I'm so excited what I'm reading. Those are the same angel that are like birds are sitting in the nest. לגלות רזין דאורייתא לרבי שמעון, that revealed all the secret of Tikkunei Zohar to Rabbi Shimon. They are the one who come to Rabbi Shimon to write it for him. וחבריו and his friend, להיות להם חלק בחיבור הזה של התיקונים, and the back Rabbi Shimon said, please give us a part to write down part of the תיקונים, because this is the most important book that exists. Don't know why I'm getting emotional here. ותאמר בשכינה שהיא בגלות, because our שכינה, our כלה, our bright is in exile. כי ציפור נודדת מנקנה. Our שכינה is like a bird that left the nest. She's no longer where she need to be. She need to be in Jerusalem. What she's doing outside. כי השכינה נקראת ציפור, because the שכינה called bird. כן איש נודד ממקומו. The same like the Shekhinah travel, also the man travel from his place. The man is related to Zeir Anpin. That's why it say איש. והוא נודד ממקומו בגלות אחר, השכינה, לשמרה מאחיזת החיצונים. The Shekhinah know that Kutsha Barichu, Yud Kevavke, the Tacha Gamatan is also travel. But he does different job. He traveled to make sure that no klipot will touch her. ולציפור לשכינתה, דהי בתרחה מהתראה שהיא מגורשת בקלות. She is like divorced from him. ממקומה שהוא בית המקדש, because her house is the temple. She don't belong here. She belongs in the holy temple. Where do we learn it? It say, look at the Torah. When the Torah say, when you find the nest, I don't know if you know that mitzvah, there is one of the mitzvot, weird mitzvah. If you find the nest with the mother bird and she has small birds, chicks, it say to the mother, go away and to take the chicks for you. And if you do this mitzvah, you will live long life. Don't you think it's the weirdest mitzvah exists? Weirdest, right? Weirdest. There is 2 mitzvot that promise you long life. Respect your mother and father. Second mitzvah is when you do that. ומפרש, and it say, שלח תשלח את האם. He used the word et, the bird. It doesn't say send the bird, the bird. Et mean the. Why et? להרבות שכינת התאה ככלולה מכ"ב אותיות. Tell us, תיקוני הזוהר, et. When you word et, the way you write there, et. What is the first letter of the Hebrew alphabet? Here, Aleph. What is the last letter of the Hebrew alphabet? Taf. Et, להרבות שכינת התאה ככלולה מכ"ב אותיות. Because the Shekhinah is included within it the all 22 letter, מאלף עד תף. לכן נקראת עת. האם שכינה היא לה, היינו בינה, שהיא מימם של זעיר אנפין. אנו מבשכם של חרם מכם. Because the real Shekhinah is in Bina, is very elevated. But because of your crime, your mother has to leave the nest. היינו אימא הילאה שנפסק ממנה זיווג נשמות חשוך אחר ובון בית מקדש. There is no more souls which are new coming down to the world after the temple is destroyed. Since the temple is destroyed, you cannot bring new soul to the world. Until the Shekhinah and Zeir Anpin will be together. But because they're not together, they're not giving birth to more souls. אימא ומלכות נתגרשו במקום ייחודם, ובגינדה שלח תשלח, לכן כתיב לשון כפול, פרטרין שילוחין. So why it say you should send the birds, שלח תשלח, 2 times we say the word send the birds away, one for the first temple, and one for the second temple that been destroyed. בית ראשון, בית שני. שהמלכות ילכדה בית שני, לכמה באו גבורות, רוצה לומר באימא ומלכות, הגם שהלכו בגלות. כל זה כתיב, אני הוא בשמי כבודי לאחר לא ייתן שחיטה הילאה, כי אימא נקראת שם. And for that reason God said, I will never give myself to somebody else. His promise us that eventually the Shekhinah and God will be one and will be together. ותלדי הפסילים שכינה התאה נקראת תהילה. כן איש נותנת במקומו, הקדוש ברוך הוא זרע אנפין נדבר באיש מלחמה, שהוא זרע אנפין נקרא איש. תראה לבוא אחרי הבית שכינות, להיות שומר את המלכות, נוק ודילה, דבר קליפות קו שלום. So there is 2 Shekhinah. One Shekhinah is living in Bina, and one Shekhinah living in Malchut. The one who lives in Malchut can get hurt by the klipot. So God's job is always to protect the Malchut Shekhinah. When they wrote the Tikkunei Zohar, the purpose was to protect the Shekhinah above and the Shekhinah below. So every time you touch Tikkunei Zohar, you give to somebody Tikkunei Zohar, you are actually helping the Shekhinah to be safe. It's not about the person you save. It's the Shekhinah. That's why it's bigger than life. Don't ever stop scanning Tikkunei Zohar, reading Tikkunei Zohar. Take Tikkunei Zohar and start giving to different people. Don't worry if they understand it or not. Because to bring the end of chaos, we have to spread as many Tikkunei Zohar as we can, and as many people who can study that. I'm sorry I keep you late. Thank you. Thank you very much.